All right. What is up, Millennial Nation? This is Millennial Nation worldwide, and I am the OG Millennial coming at you with some stuff about DRUSKI and some stuff about Jake Paul, right? Both these guys have been in the news. One did some stuff, and the other one is responding to some stuff, right? Anybody who has been watching YouTube or Twitter as of late, right, or X as they're known, has been noticing the big thing happening with Drewski and his interpretation and mockery, kind of in a way, of Charlie Kirk's wife and the way she acts, right, and her mannerisms and whatnot. And so that's been taking a lot of precedent here in America. Uh, it's funny because now Jake Paul is issuing a response and throwing out the intriguing question of what would happen if he did the same thing for the opposite race, right? If so, he's been in contact with some makeup artists apparently who are willing to paint this guy black, and so it's going to be an interesting contrast, right? Like we got Drewski, who has been portraying right a couple different white people now with the white paint, and it's provoking the Caucasians in America, right? The whites are getting mad, and they're getting mad because it was just like 4 or 5 years ago they were told that they're no longer allowed to do blackface, right? So I could kind of understand, from the Caucasian perspective of like, hey man, y'all just told us a few years ago that we can't do this anymore, but here you are doing it, right? So I kind of get that. Maybe that's the half white in me. I don't know. Maybe a little bit of compassion for them, but I kind of get it a little bit, right? Like, but at the same time, it I don't see what Drewski did or like what the Wayans brothers did in the movie White Chicks as being offensive and hatred towards the white culture itself, right? Because they were targeting specific instances, right, in mannerisms and lifestyle characteristics of a person, right? Which is very similar to what happens on the flip side when people do the black paint, right? Like the best example that everybody's using right now is the Robert Downey Jr. from Tropic Thunder, right? When he portrayed the black man and he was doing the black paint, right? And I guess there have been other people like, let's see, people are talking about Kimmel, right? Jimmy Kimmel apparently did like a black paint where he did Carl Malone, I think. And as far back as you could think in entertainment, right? White man has been painting himself to portray other races and cultures, and not necessarily in a hatred way, but just in a way of, hey, we're going to try and save some money, right? If you're going to make a Western movie in the 1970s, right? And instead of looking for a bunch of Indians, just paint a bunch of white people brown, right? It's the same thing when they were doing blackface back in the day, but it is in context as well, right? Context has to be right.